17 signs you're an intuitive and don't know it. It is 11:11 when you look at the clock. A buddy calls as soon as you think of them. The ideal position suddenly becomes available when you're thinking about shifting jobs. These are all indications that your intuition is correct, and you should think about following it. When you have an instinctive sense that you just know something, intuition is frequently described as a vague intuitive feeling. According to certified business and life coach Dr. Sonia Stribling, if you want a deeper understanding of it, start by thinking of it as the result of all the experiences, connections, and interactions you have had up to this point in your life. According to her, intuition is based on your own personal awareness of a particular scenario. It explains why you could sense a tug in a particular direction. However, there is frequently something more miraculous occurring. It is possible to know something even if you have never experienced it, according to certified life coach Terry Kozlowski, because intuition is also an unconscious knowing or wisdom that cannot always be explained. She explains to Bustle that an emotional instinct is a physical reaction your body has to something, which can be favorable or unfavorable. It's asking you to pay attention to something that isn't tangible. Regardless of how you define it, you can develop your intuitive instinct. Stribling advises making time to regularly check in with yourself to see how you're doing. You can get better at making decisions by exercising your inner voice. According to trained breathwork coach and hypnotherapist Francesca Sipma, the more you act on your insights, the more you grow your intuition and courage muscle. Your intuition will become more discernible the more you pay attention to the signals described below. 1. You're always right somehow. Do you frequently find yourself saying, "I told you so," or "OMG, how did I know?" According to Stribling, this is a definite indication that you're either making the right decisions for yourself or that you're frequently able to provide others some deep clarity. You realize that your intuitive instincts are typically accurate when it comes to people, concepts, paths, etc., even if you would never consider stating it aloud. Continue to believe in yourself anytime your gut pulls you in a certain direction to improve how well you can listen to your intuition. 2. You dream clearly. Don't be shocked if you start having strangely vivid dreams if you have a huge decision to make or are processing a fear or concern. Your mind is experimenting with many options to assist you choose the optimal course of action. You will discover that you can sleep with a clear mind and heart once you make your decision and adhere to it firmly based on your initial feelings, according to Stribling. Pay attention to your dreams because they are an attempt at communication. 3. You constantly think about it. Take note if you find yourself thinking about the same thing repeatedly or if you can't seem to get rid of a worry. According to Stribling, persistent thoughts or emotions are indications that your body is trying to communicate with you. They demonstrate the possibility of something requiring more consideration. Any aspect of your life, including employment, relationships, family, relocating to a new city, or beginning a new job, could be involved. Give yourself time to pause and contemplate if you find yourself unable to stop thinking about it. Stribling advises, give yourself time to internalize what you're attempting to figure out. The correct response can be something you can hear. 4. You frequently gaze upward. Do you frequently catch yourself daydreaming? Deep pondering may also be an indication of heightened intuition, according to Stribling. The ability to access deeper subconscious thought increases with increased thought and analysis, enabling you to consider every facet of your decisions that others might not. 5. You catch everybody's energy. If you sense that someone's vibe is odd or that you don't trust their motives, pay attention to your intuitive feeling. This is a characteristic shared by those with good intuition, claims life coach Lauren Payton. She tells Bustle that it's easy to discern if someone has the appropriate energy. Your intuition is calling if you can quickly judge someone based on how you feel about them and they turn out to be accurate. 6. the things you seem to know before they happen. Your intuition may occasionally give you the impression that you are a psychic. Have you ever had the feeling that you already know what someone is going to say, or that you just intuitively understand a situation before others do? Asks Peyton. This is the lovely synthesis of your experiences, your perception of others, and your alertness to potential problems, the teacher said. The next time you get the feeling, embrace it and watch what transpires. 7. Synchronicities occur to you. Do strange synchronicities or patterns ever occur to you, especially when you're unsure of what to do with your life? When looking for healthier behaviors to adopt, Kozlowski argues that anything as easy as, suddenly, reading multiple articles and news reports about plant-based diets can be a clue to the way you are to follow. In addition, you can utilize these coincidences to validate your choice once you've made it. According to intuition specialist Mike Link, when you experience synchronicities, it shows that you are following your internal guiding system. Synchronicities serve as evidence that you're on the right path and working toward your best good. 8. The time is always 11:11. Think about how it makes you feel when you glance at the time and see that it is 11:11, 4:44, or any other number that feels significant. It can be quite reaffirming. That knowing is something inside yourself that you intuitively comprehend when you catch the clock at a specific time and you feel that possibly a message is attached. 9. Your body is relaxed. You'll notice that your body seems to relax when your intuition is pointing you in the correct direction, especially in the chest and abdomen. According to Kozlowski, you'll transition from a tight or sinking feeling to a warm and serene one. She says, this is a good bodily indicator from your intuitive self. 10. You feel successful. Whether you're marching out the door to a job interview, date, vacation, etc., you'll find that you feel purposeful and that you won't catch yourself faltering or second-guessing. When you pay attention to this voice and follow its advice, Link claims, you instantly connect with the deeper meaning of your life, your purpose. Your intuition is the voice of your most true self. When you know, comes to mind. 11. You see people's good sides. Don't be surprised if it seems like you get along with everyone and anyone if you're a highly intuitive person. Holistic wellness expert Daisy Mack tells Bustle that intuitive people are sensitive to other people's feelings and tend to read between the lines. They truly delve into soul connections, seeing through the veneers to what's actually important to the other person and, as a result, forging bonds and removing obstacles. But keep in mind that your intuition can also give you a heads up when anything is amiss. Your intuition is powerful when you might feel a bad or good emotion around someone or something that might not be good for you, Sylvester adds. You can genuinely avoid making the wrong connections thanks to this tiny voice, so listen to it. 12. The solutions seem like light bulbs. Your intuition might feel like a light bulb lighting out in a way that offers immediate peace, according to certified therapist Amanda Steeman, MS, LCSW. She told Bustle that it lightens the load and you feel your self-breath. You take a brief moment to sit in awareness while grinning at the newly paved clarity. Any alternative response appears absurd at this point. 13. You're always in the appropriate location at the appropriate time. If you consistently seem to be at the right place at the right time, to the extent that it seems as though you're in tune with the universe, your intuition is on point. Before the conscious mind can intervene and cast any doubt, Mack explains, what's actually occurring is you're following that inner voice. Additionally, it demonstrates that you are acting on instinct rather than logic. According to Mack, this might be a difficult quality to rational friends as there doesn't seem to be an evident justification for your decisions, but it's crucial for an intuitive person to trust their gut. 14. You understand your body. You might find it simpler to pay attention to your body. According to confidence coach Lisa Filia, MS, a sign of a profound connection with your intuition is how intensely aware you are of what's occurring in your body. When you're close to burnout, you take a break to recover, pay attention to your body's warning indications that you're going to become ill, and take it easy. You should pay attention to these cues, whatever it may be. 15. They text you when you think of them. How amusing is it when you think of someone and they unexpectedly text you or appear in a coffee shop? According to certified psychologist Joyce Martyr, LCPC, this shows that your intuition sensed that these events were likely to happen, she tells Bustle. Why not investigate the potential cause then? Text them back to say hello and inquire about their recent activities. The future? You too might eventually re-enter one another's lives for a truly awesome reason. 16. When no one else does, you have reservations. Try to pay attention to that nagging feeling that something is off or incorrect. For instance, Martyr writes, in business negotiations or possibly while making a financial investment, if you have misgivings, even though the bargain sounds excellent, this may be your intuition telling you that the situation is too good to be true. Even while it can seem like you're always the one saying, hey, wait a second, that's actually a positive thing. 17. You've never been in danger. You should probably never question your instinct that you are not safe. Consider all the times you travel alone, enter parking garages, or go on nighttime strolls. Does your gut tell you to avoid dark corridors? Does something inside of you beg you to turn around? A good sign that you have good intuition is if you notice the goosebumps you get or the hairs on the back of your neck when something is odd or you feel terrified. You can determine whether a situation is safe or not when you are able to perceive your body and what you are going through there. This is useful for ensuring your safety as well as for reading the room.